welcome to today's Dashcam Diary of a Disabled. I am headed to my usual Wednesday at o'clock chiropractor appointment. I am beyond stoked. I have been in so much flippin' pain the last couple days, and I woke up a little bit less today. It's still quite problematic. It really does hurt. Not as bad as yesterday and the day before, but it still hurts nonetheless. Welcome to a painful disabled life. Yeah, I'm in better spirits today than I was yesterday, just because I woke up in this much amount of less pain than yesterday. And I get my medication refill today, so my nervous system can calm the F down. And I know I'm not the only one going through it right now. Thank you so much for the comment yesterday. New commenter. Two of you, actually. There's two of you that are new that commented yesterday, so thank you so very much. I really wanted to make a personal thank you from my video. If you're still watching, thank you again. Really appreciate it. And anybody that hasn't made comments, please do. I really do welcome more stories of whether I am relatable or not. It doesn't matter if I am or not, but I just am putting myself out there for you to try and understand what it's like to be really disabled. I am actually getting paid to be disabled, Social Security disability, and I tell you what, I pretty much spend my entire disability check on co-pays and medication co-pays, my chiropractic, which I still owe probably like $500 for. It's like $45 a pop each. Not really, literally each pop. That would be crazy. Please adjust my shoulder. Yes, that would be $45, please. No, it's not $45 a pop. It's like $45 per appointment. It really literally gives a new meaning when I say $45 a pop for a chiropractor. Anyways, I'm so glad that my face is not as swollen as it has been. I'm finally getting to feel like my normal skinnier face self. It's just the chronic illness that I need to come up with some kind of acronym for the chronic illness. I'll be thinking about this. If anybody else has any suggestions to combine the chronic illness terms into a shorter one to make it easier to say, that'd be great. So, today I have really high hopes since I am in a slightly little bit less amount of pain. I'm in happier spirits because I get my medication refill today. I really could have used the stinking meds yesterday. Yesterday was prime example on why I need that medication to help calm my nervous system down so I can stop the neuropathy. The neuropathy is a pain in the butt. And it also helps calm my mental state too, with just, hey, it's all gonna be okay. And a calmness sits over me. And then I can sleep. Instead, I had to take somebody's Ambien, with permission, of course. I got some Ambien, and I was able to sleep good last night. And with the body being able to sleep for a little bit lengthier of time, it just gave my body just that little oomph to get over the hump of sleep for today, so I could get adjusted. Talk to my primary about how my appointments have been going. He's also like my therapist because I don't have a therapist. I really wished I did, but due to my experiences in the past, it does hinder my progress moving forward with therapy, just because I've been abandoned by so many therapists for one reason or another. And it's something I still need to work through, of abandonment issues. I've been failed and let down by so many providers, mental health and physical health providers, that I just have the hardest time trusting them. You really have to build up a patient-doctor relationship with me, and that's not easy. I'll get triggered over something with my PTSD. It's been quite the struggle with the PTSD in the medical setting, and it really does hinder my progress moving forward. But I'm trying to work on that. I'm always looking to grow and become a better version of myself. I'm just overjoyed with happiness today. I'm on my way to my 500 subs count for my YouTube. I got my EDC ticket yesterday. I'm going to do a little unboxing video, even though I've already opened it. Look at it. I just want to share the joy that I have for it with you all. I'm going to open up my box. I'll show off some of my outfits later. Yeah, it just gives me motivation for content for later of what I want to do. I've been wanting to showcase my outfits for some time now. I just have been so swollen and in pain. I just have not been motivated to get dressed in like 20 different outfits. And I'm still waiting on 2 to come in the mail, so I may still hold off on this content video so far. I haven't done any crafting chats in a while. I haven't made any new bracelets because I've just been in so much pain. I haven't accomplished really anything except for doctor appointments, which is the most important that I do not miss, are all my appointments. I'm just really happy to be in a little bit less pain today. It's going to be a shorter video. I know I put some really long ones out. I only posted 1 out of the 3 that I've already created. And they're kind of going backwards. I posted the most recent one first. And so and like, do I really want to backtrack any of these? I'm not quite sure. I'm going to have to watch them over again to decide whether I'm going to post them or not. I've been really struggling with my content lately. I want to make sure that I'm not being so repetitive. I mean, just for my own confidence, not because of anybody's opinions or anything, just my own opinion of myself, which is the most important. I just want to make sure my content's not just so repetitive. I really do want to create new content, so I really don't get boring. I don't know how I could really get boring. Honestly, I think I'm hilarious, and I love myself. But I'm very humble too. Like, I'm really thankful that I have the opportunity to get on this platform and say what I want to say, and I can watch it, rewatch it, and think of ways how I can improve my next video and just keep moving forward. I love sharing my life with you all. It is very therapeutic for myself to just get the information out of my head and out there. It really helps. It truly does. It's so therapeutic. I've helped a couple people try to do the same for themselves. Not making a channel per se, but like just recording yourself without even posting it is so beneficial. Just, you're not really talking to yourself, but you are at the same time. But it really helps to process your information that's in your head. It's not just bouncing around in your head. It's now been said out loud, and you can actually kind of process it better. And I learned this when I was in the Navy working my intelligence job. I had a lot of memorization I had to do. And it's because of the information being top secret. I couldn't take it home to study. I had to stay at the facility, and study there if I really wanted to memorize everything I needed to for my job. And it was quite difficult with having dyslexia. I had to memorize a lot of numbers too. Like, I feel like it made me that much better of a person though, because I forced my brain to work outside its normal limits. I pushed the boundaries of my brain to just keep going, no matter if I mess up or not by 1 digit, that it's okay, even though one slight little mix-up like that can be like the warning of like, oh my gosh, there's something terrible that's coming at us, to, oh, that's not really a threat, that's fine. So I was early warning detection, like on my ship, I worked in electronics. got sick, and I mean, I remember the geysers and stuff, and like if I look at some of the pictures that we took from that vacation, I'd remember it. But off the top of my head, that's the funniest story I can remember off the top of my head about that trip. There was one I remember, not specifically about like age or location that it took place, but another one of my childhood memories that I thought was hilarious. Was we were trying to walk through, we were deer hunting, we were walking through some kind of really swampy area, and my freaking shoe got stuck in the mud, and it was like almost like quicksand. It was like bloop, 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 bloop. And I was like having a meltdown. I had a complete meltdown because I lost my shoe in the mud, and my mom's like, go get it, and I was just like unconsolable. my TISM, ADHD, I had a major meltdown because of that shoe getting stuck in the mud. And then later I found it to be hilarious because I'm like, yeah, it was so stupid to get upset over. Emotional dysregulation at its finest. I have gotten, as an adult, to learn to try and regulate my emotions and feel my feelings as much as I can, so it doesn't end up in a complete overstimulated meltdown over the dumbest of things, like a shoe getting stuck in the mud. So I've always just known that I've always been extra sensitive with my feelings. I just get butt hurt so easily. And a lot of it was really just due to my underlying like learning disability and lack of comprehension about certain things at certain points in my life. Like in 5th grade, I remember specifically, I don't know why I had no idea what the terms on purpose or accident meant. I had absolutely no like smarts about the terminology of those things. I've never really been asked, or I guess I never paid attention. I don't know. I have no idea how to even comprehend myself now in 5th grade to not know what if you do something on purpose or accident really means. I don't think I've ever been asked that. I was always in trouble growing up as a child because of my emotional dysregulation and lack of comprehension skills. But it was all stemming from my traumatic birth with my spina bifida. Just having neural tube defects. The neural tube is the tube sheath that surrounds the spinal cord. I had some deficits of some sort that did not create everything properly in my body. Hence probably all the issues now with my spinal cord. And that's fine. Because now I know. And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. Alright. Quick 80s flashback to G.I. Joe commercial or cartoon back in the day. I loved that back in the day when it was like, the more you know. After a little PSA from the G.I. Joe characters. It was great. I also love the meme videos of G.I. Joe later in my life. I find them quite hilarious. You're not cooking better. Get the F out of here. If y'all haven't seen the spoof G.I. Joe PSA commercials, I really highly recommend them on YouTube. Go check them out. I don't know how to do the link thing. Maybe I do. I could probably put the link on there somehow in my description box. We'll see with my crazy schedule today because of my hour-long chiro appointment and my primary care doctor appointment an hour after the other one's over. I basically will have time to drive to my primary care doctor appointment, maybe get some coffee, wait in line, just so I can induce some more swelling and inflammation later. But at least I'll have my meds, so that will help negate that. But I'm almost out of my pain medications, so I really have to discuss that with my primary today. Yes, send me to the internal family medicine doctor. Let's see what he has to say. Hopefully he will help me out with getting some better pain medication. In the meantime, while I'm still working on getting in to see the neurosurgeon about my spinal cord surgery, and also getting the doctor's referral to go through for my new MRIs to check for a tethered cord so we can essentially rule it out. But it would be great. That's if things go as planned. I can't count on that happening, but I will try my darndest to make things as smooth and as good of a transition as I can as possible. Whew, that is a mouthful. Thank you, speech therapy, for years back in the day. Which is the whole reason I brought the whole learning speech thing up. I had speech therapy when I was a very young child because I had tubes in my ears multiple times, up to 3, and I've actually been looked at like a freak by some doctors in the past, especially in the military. It's kind of interesting. So I was like made to feel like a spectacle for some time in the military with my medical abnormalities. So yeah, I had tubes in my ears 3 times when I was a child. I had a major speech impediment. I could not speak properly. I went through years of speech therapy. I really loved my speech therapist. I had 2 different ones, maybe 3 different ones in my life. And it was some of my most favorite learning that I learned as a child in elementary school time frame was to learn how to speak properly. And so I've made a huge emphasis my entire life on my enunciation, my spelling. Even though I still have a lisp, I understand I do. It just makes me me. I'm unique. That's fine. I like me. And I'm being the best version of me that I can be. So I'm just really happy today. So I'm living up to my chronically happy name. I am getting medication. I'm speaking to my primary again. I'm getting further in my steps towards surgery. And I'm getting that much closer to taking my vacation in May for EDC. I am so excited for EDC Las Vegas. I still have yet to find a fan that I'm happy with and a hydro pack. I may just go on to iHeartRaves online to order it there. I got it in store in Vegas last year, but this thing is literally falling apart for some time. And I really don't want to use it again this year. I want one that matches my outfit a little bit better. But it is falling apart in the foil area. I can't show it because I'm keeping my hand on the wheel. But the inside of that foil area is just not doing good. Oh, there's my vitamins. Since I got all my vitamins and supplements on Amazon, I always take my medicine and vitamins on an empty stomach. I can't eat breakfast. Breakfast puts me like in a slow, sluggish, like food coma. I can't move. I feel bloated. Like any food I put in my body just doesn't like. I really hope that I'm not going to be going towards a feeding tube right now. Things are just progressing. I'm nauseous right now with my supplements and vitamins. I tried figuring out which combination that makes me not feel very good. I think it's the glutathione at the same time as the magnesium. I don't know. I've been kind of switching it up to see which supplement it is that's in particular making me nauseous. But I switched it up a couple days, and I don't know. I think it's just too much in my stomach. I don't know. I can't place it. But anyways, vitamins and supplements are where it's at for me for breakfast, and my medication for my diseases that are known. I still need to get my IVIG treatment under control. I just have so much on my mind with all these other doctors and trying to get surgery and make sure I have the right pain medication, make sure I have my anxiety medication, make sure I have my other medication refilled on time. I want to bring this up real quick before I get off here because I'm almost to my appointment. I am very pleased with how easy it was to get a refill of my low-dose naltrexone from my pain management doctor. I haven't really seen in an appointment for about 2 years now. She has EDS herself. She's a naturopath. She works at Oregon Hospital Sciences University Hospital. I don't know. I have to look at the terminology again. It's OHSU. It's the biggest research medical facility research hospital up in Oregon, and it's in Portland. I absolutely despise having to go up to Portland, but I understand that that's where some of the best doctors are in various different medical communities. And I have said before in some of my videos, I absolutely have a love-hate relationship with OHSU because they just don't treat EDS good at all. They are not pro-EDS doctors, even though this naturopath has EDS herself in the pain management hospital. And she's like a huge speaker for these conferences worldwide now for EDS. But yet her hospital doesn't support EDS. So it's quite frustrating. And there is an EDS knowledgeable physical therapist there, but she is so booked all the time and her knowledge is so valuable. I wish I could continue to see her, the PT, but it's just beyond unreasonable, the wait times up there for physical therapists. And I just wish that physical therapist didn't work at that hospital because the amazing work that she can do, but her bedside manner isn't that great either. So I have a love-hate relationship about that doctor, and it's the hate because I can't get in to see her, and it's the love because of the way she has helped me understand EDS a little bit more, just because she has treated so many EDS patients in her like 15, 10, 20 years of practicing at OHSU. I think she's been there for some time, but I think it's great that she has treated so many that she recognizes things like this. I just wished that her bedside manner was a little bit better and that she had availability for us. As well as Dr. Guggenheim at OHSU, the EDS doctor. I wish that she practiced somewhere else that actually had better backup for her, but I understand she's so beneficial for us at that hospital because they have almost everything that we could use for help in identifying these other comorbidities that go along with having EDS, like POTS, mast cell activation, and ADHD, autism. These things really go hand in hand with having Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. I haven't gone too much in depth about Ehlers-Danlos, and that is in one of my future content idea videos. I want to talk strictly about EDS and more of the awareness side about it. Right now, I'm really just making content of what it's like and how it affects me on the day-to-day, where I still am going to take some time at some point to make a whole video strictly about talking about exactly what it is and how to get diagnosed and what it really means to have it. But right now, I'm still in the beginning, younger years of my YouTube channel, so I'm working on it. I'm getting there. I gotta go. I'm at my appointment, and they're really crammed today. So, hope y'all have a great day. Peace out.